Hey witches, hey, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be launching a brand new series. This is called Broke Ass Witchy Tips. I'm not even kidding, I'm going to roll with that name. I feel that along the way in my practice, as it's grown and developed and kind of evolved, I've picked up tips from other people and I've learned things too as I've gone along this journey. And I want to share some of those things with you guys. So that's what this series is all about, sharing my little community over here, my little witchy corner with you guys. I want us to kind of just come together and work together. This whole series is about involving you guys, the audience. So this first witchy tip comes from my black heart to you guys. I am going to share a way to level up your travel altars by including a travel apothecary edition using these guys, something that would probably just hit the trash bin. You know, we all throw these things out, we may not use them, that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you, give you an idea, a tip, use it, tweak it, make it your own, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's talk about the container. This is one of the repurposing, recycling type of situations. I am using a box from Kiss fake fingernails. You can find these at Walmart, these little kits with the fake glue-on nails. These come in handy for special events when you just want, you know, some nails for like a wedding or something like that. So I have those containers, will be perfect for this project. Also, the other container to keep in mind are these ones. I get these at the dollar store with the little hooks and stuff. So I go through them because we hang so many things on the walls and stuff like that. So this one, I'm about ready to take all these other hooks out because they're just too big. And then lastly, this guy I found at the dollar store, and it's actually a pill organizer, so you can organize your medications and such. I'm like, if you can't find either two of those lying around your house or what have you, you can also find these at the dollar store. It's just another easy option that's not going to break the bank. Okay, so let's talk herbs. One thing I think is very important to mention is that, you know, I am using herbs that I have already in my apothecary. You know, I'm already working with them. I already recognize them. I know that they have quite a few correspondences. It's pretty much memorized and hardwired in my brain box already because I've used them so many times. So those are the herbs that I'm choosing to put in this apothecary. My ride or die kind of herbs, you know, like the ones that I always reach for, that type of situation. Also, I know by sight. I can look at them and I can go, oh yeah, that's California white sage. Oh yeah, that's rose petals. Oh yeah, that's lavender bud. So that would be my best advice, because there really isn't a lot of room for you to sit there and write out the entire name of the herb and then put a list of correspondences on it like you can for a jar. So talking about jars, I do have another video, an apothecary tour type of video, where I talk about where to buy herbs, how to buy them, how to store them, how to save money when you're buying them, websites, etc. And I will go ahead and link that old video down in the description bar below so you can check that out if you're more curious about, you know, saving money when you're purchasing herbs, etc. Otherwise, I would say use what you got, raid your kitchen, look in your backyard, etc. Use things that you know. Don't put something in here that you're gonna second guess and be like, is that cat's claw or mugwort, or is it alfalfa? You know, don't do that to yourself. Pick things that you know. a small side note here, if you are a witch or a wizard that is still stuck in the broom closet, so to speak, this little guy, this little travel apothecary would be kind of a lifesaver for you if you think about it, because it's so small and you can kind of fill it up with everything that you need and have it tucked away so you can pull it out whenever you need it. You know, it's discreet. You can kind of just stick it somewhere or in your travel altar and grab and go. That's the other thing, is that here lately I find myself kind of not so much wanting to do rituals inside the house. I kind of actually want to be outside. So I have been dragging my travel altar all over the place, and this little apothecary fits perfectly in it. So if you're that type of busy witch that is just on the go, you gotta go to school, you gotta go to work, you got things to do, but you try to squeeze in those little moments of time where you can get your witch on, this little tool is just gonna elevate your travel altar like by 1,000%, because you can use these items, these herbs or resins, as offerings and leave them there. If you have a charcoal disc, you can have, make like a little incense. You could do it like that. You can also sprinkle them on candles as you're working your spell work. There are quite a few things that you can do with these. Okay, so here's all the herbs. Down here we have cloves, rosemary, lemongrass, white sage, lavender, bay leaves, frankincense, cinnamon, star anise, rose, creosote, chamomile, calendula, and lastly some rue. That are those. Oh, and juniper berries right smack in the middle. So that is my little travel apothecary that I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, this pops right into a bag or your purse, or you could slide it under your bed, etc. It's small, it's discreet, it's not going to raise too many eyebrows. One last thing I would say is you could make like small symbols to remind yourself of what the herbs correspondences are on the back of the container. Here I just put like a peace sign over the lavender. Okay guys, you survived another video. So, as I mentioned in my intro, this entire series is based upon audience participation. I gave you a tip, now it's your turn. Sound off below in the comments and share a tip. Here's the dealio with this series. What I plan on doing is, if your tip, when I see a tip down there, whatever it is, and I read that comment and I'm like, you know what? That tip is the shizzle. I'm going to try that out. And if I try it out and I like it, what's going to happen is I am going to create a video where I'm doing your witchy tip. And also, you get a shout out. I'm going to either pop up your comment on here. If you have a YouTube channel, I will link your YouTube channel. However it works, if you share that tip, if you put that foot out there and you're like, hey, I got something, here we go, let's put this up in the community. You put that up there, I am going to take it a step further and I'm going to do a video reply basically. And I am going to give you a promo. Your comment will pop up on the screen and I will say your name and I will tell you, you guys, the audience, this witchy tip is coming from Creosote Coyote and she says blippity blah blah blah. There we go. So that is the gist of this new series, is that I want to create a positive, sharing is caring kind of community, because let's face it, not everybody does everything the same, and that's the freaking beauty of it, guys. So let's share, let's keep the flow going in our little witchy corner over here. And I thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me for a little bit, guys, and I will see you in the next video.